Comedy is the blues for people who can't sing. If you can keep your son off the pipe and your daughter off the pole, you're ahead of the game. Men are as faithful as their options. You cannot win in a fight against women. Listen to people that are smarter than you. You don't pay taxes. They take taxes. Only married people understand you can be miserable and happy at the same time. I used to work at McDonald's, making minimum wage. Anyone who makes up their mind about an issue before they hear the issue is a fool. You can only offend me if you mean something to me. I can't cook, but I have a nice book of menus, and I can plate and set the table. I do what I can do when I can do it. Tell the kids the truth. With the new day comes new strength and new thoughts. You can be anything you're good at. You get what you pay for. Women need food, water, and compliments. That's right. And an occasional pair of shoes. Movies have takes, but plays are like life. You don't really get takes. A sense of humor is great. It goes a long way in a marriage. Only dumb people try to impress smart people. Smart people just do what they do. We got so much food in America, we're allergic to food. Allergic to food. Hungry people aren't allergic to nothing. You think anyone in Rwanda's got lactose intolerance? Yeah, I love being famous. It's almost like being white, you know? Put your heart, mind, and soul into even your smallest acts. This is the secret of success. You know, some people say life is short and that you could get hit by a bus at any moment and that you have to live each day like it's your last. Nonsense. Life is long. You're probably not going to get hit by a bus, and you're going to have to live with the choices you make for the next 50 years. I live way below my means. My movies are okay, but they're not my specials. When I hear people talk about juggling or the sacrifices they make for their children, I look at them like they're crazy because sacrifice infers that there was something better to do than being with your children. You can fool all the people some of the time, and some of the people all the time. But you cannot fool all the people all the time. My wife asked me once if I weren't a comedian, what I would do. I couldn't answer the question. I never imagined doing anything else. Most of the people around me have a vested interest in how much money I make. You know, so a celebrity could find themselves in a position where people could have meetings about their life without them involved. And when I say their life, I mean not their professional life either. They could talk about their personal life. The only way you can know where the line is if you cross it. Things like racism are institutionalized. You might not know any bigots. You feel like, well, I don't hate black people, so I'm not a racist. But you benefit from racism just by the merit, the color of your skin, the opportunities that you have. You're privileged in ways that you might not even realize because you haven't been deprived of certain things. We need to talk about these things in order for them to change. I have angst in my life, but I'm like anybody. We all have angst in our lives that we pick up and fidget with, and then we put down and look at some other things that make us feel good or enjoy our lives. My kids look actually happy. And I learned early on that perfectionism in parenthood is a toxic combination for everybody involved. In other words, so many things can flourish naturally. All you gotta do is make sure the soil's right. I view myself more like a guide than a ruler. You get sick of jokes, you know? Either I do them on TV and then you worry. Like, oh, everyone's gonna see it. So you chuck it. Or you just get sick of saying it. After a while, a joke, if you say it too much, just becomes contrived or fake sounding. No matter how old you are, if a little kid hands you a toy phone, you answer it. The higher up I went, the less happy I was. I support anyone's right to be who they want to be. My question is, to what extent do I have to participate in your self-image? Once you've been performing on the streets, you can conquer any venue. I care about the work I do, but I'm not going to say that money's not an issue. I'm cool with failing so long as I know that there are people around me that love me unconditionally. The mark of greatness is when everything before you is obsolete and everything after you bears your mark. I always take a relationship to the next level. If that works out, I take it to the next level after that, until I finally reach that level when it becomes absolutely necessary for me to leave. The world can't tell you who you are. You just got to figure out who you are and be there, for better or worse. I got a lot of positive people around me. You've got to say yes to your destiny. Life's happening right now. Look around you. There goes some life. Come on, mama, live. You got to be careful of the company you keep. Most people don't know what it's like to stand up there and speak their mind. I have a venue to do that. I get paid to do that. It's not like I'm doing heavy lifting up there. It's not like I'm solving the world's problems. It's like I'm hanging out with a bunch of people and it's cool. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears have gone into this career of mine. A reputation as a hard worker is a good reputation to have. If you give up at the first sign of struggle, you're really not ready to be successful. The best tip I could give you is to be active. So many people talk about what they want to do and they just love words. Put actions behind your words. Don't be a talker. Be a doer. My experiences in life are getting bigger and better. The more stuff I do, the more stuff I talk about. Having kids, traveling, going through relationship problems, dealing with things in my own family. All that stuff builds character. Everybody that's successful lays a blueprint out. I feel like whatever you've done in your career, good or bad, it's nothing but preparation for the big events to come. The best feeling in the world is seeing the benefits and rewards of hard work. My goals are so high that I don't have time to relax in any way, shape, or form. Be loyal to those who help you grow. You got a team, you keep your team together. You run as a unit. You got a team of people, it means they believed in you. They bought into your dream. That means they invested into you. They invested time, energy, and effort. In return, you got to invest your vision and promise them that we're all going to win together. My main goal is to be a self-made man and have control over what's mine. At the end of the day, your fans are the people who support you in and out, and their opinions matter. No matter what, people grow. If you chose not to grow, You're staying in a small box with a small mindset. People who win go outside of that box. It's very simple when you look at it. The only time you should look back in life is to see how far you have come. I didn't work hard to sit down and not work. Every experience is a potential life lesson. Even if you don't appreciate it at the time, each struggle in the present is preparing you for something else in the future. I stayed true to my dreams and eventually they came true. There is no need to seek external approval when you already have internal approval. If life is a struggle, then struggle. If you get rejected again. If your dreams are smashed, keep dreaming. Just keep your eyes on the prize. And always remember that you have to fail to win. You know, to be able to do something great in your life, you're going to have to realize your failures. You're going to have to embrace them and figure out how to overcome it. They do what they do for money. That's all. I don't even know why you're listening to me. I've done commercials for both Coke and Pepsi. Truth is, I can't even taste the difference. But Pepsi paid me last. So there it is. I'm happier in the way a guy gets happier when he starts to mature. It doesn't make things easier, but I'm so much better at handling them. I felt, in a lot of instances, I was deliberately being put through stress because when you're a guy who generates money, people have a vested interest in controlling you. There's something about doing stand-up that's cathartic. I was 23. When you're 23, your concern is not for the greater good of humanity. I didn't feel like I was unleashing an evil on society or anything. At the time, that's what I was into. And I did a movie about it. I enjoy my own thoughts sometimes. Comedians, by and large, are some of the most sensitive people on earth, even if they're socially callous. You can't get unfamous. You can get infamous, but you can't get unfamous. There's not too many people that don't think I'm crazy for walking away from so much money. I'm at a restaurant with my wife. It's a nice restaurant. We're eating dinner. I look across the room. I say, "You see this guy over here across the room? He has 100 million. And we're eating the same entree. So, okay, fine. I don't have 50 million or whatever it was. But say I have 10 million in the bank. The difference in lifestyle is minuscule. Every Black American is bilingual. All of them. We speak street vernacular and we speak job interview. My father told me, name your price in the beginning. If it ever gets more expensive than the price you name, get out of there. Something about New York, man. You can do more comedy there probably than you can anywhere in the world. If you're interested in being funny, New York is the place to go. I started when I was 14. I figured out that's what I wanted to do when I was 14. Even when I was 6, I can remember people telling me, you're going to be a comedian and all this stuff. Constantly take inventory of what's important to you. If I can make a teacher's salary doing comedy, I think that's better than being a teacher. I was doing sketches that were funny, but socially irresponsible. I felt I was deliberately being encouraged, and I was overwhelmed. Everyone who wants to make it in comedy goes to LA. So 1 million comedians fight for time on 3 stages. If you get in there in New York, you're working 8 times a night sometimes. Who's going to be funny? The guy who works once a week or the guy working 8 times a night? Money is the fuel for choices. Money gives me choices. So it's not nothing. It's something. But it's not the end all, be all. There are other things in my life that I did not purchase with money that are very valuable. The worst thing to call somebody is crazy. It's dismissive. One of the things that happens when people make the leap from a certain amount of money to tens of millions of dollars is that the people around you dramatically change. If you don't have the right people around you and you're moving at 1,000,000 miles an hour, you can lose yourself. Success isn't supposed to happen. No matter how hard you work, there's no guarantee you're going to succeed. There's nothing set in stone. I don't care how busy I am. I will always make time for what's important to me. The day you stop doing the small things is the day you think you're above everybody else. Life is too short to worry about what others say about you. Have fun and give them something to talk about. Your life today is the sum total of your choices. So if you're not happy with it, look back at your choices and start making different ones. I just want to be a great example to younger kids. I don't think you get successful to brag and throw what you have in the world's face. That's all private. I never do anything that I don't want to do. You get one life. I'm going to embrace mine. In life, you can choose to cry about the bullshit that happens to you, or you can choose to laugh about it. I choose laughter. You matter. And no one is allowed to take away your right to your property, your right to your safety, or your right to be yourself. Those are things that should be defended. People want to act like they know celebrities. They want to see pictures. They want to know where you're going. They want to hear you talk about your family. You need a teacher because those who can't do, teach. So if you want to learn something, go to someone who can't do it. Damn it. I think I wrote this one wrong. You are already in your experience. So you can either resent and resist it and make it that much less enjoyable, or you can accept it and find something positive in it. This way, when your best possible future comes looking for you, almost always at a time and in a place you least expect it, you will be able to recognize its face and respond to its call. People call this the elusive obvious. It's right there in front of your face, so close that everyone can see it but you. Can you fail and still be strong? Can you not fit in and accept yourself? Can you lose everything and still keep searching? Can you be in the dark and still believe in the light? Don't invite them into the conversation. You already know what you want to dedicate yourself to. So you don't need to ask for their approval. There's no need to seek external approval when you already have internal approval. People may hate you for being different and not living by society standards. But deep down, they wish they had the courage to do the same. Laughter heals all wounds. And that's one thing that everybody shares. No matter what you're going through, it makes you forget about your problems. I think the world should keep laughing.